Tonight on STN Channel 2 News, we'll take a look at the new subway here on campus.
Plus, a UHeart student got a chance to go to President Obama's State of the Union address. Find out how.
And a major snowstorm hit campus this week. How much snow do we get, and how did the campus react? Find out all that and more right now on STN Channel 2 News. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the first broadcast of the STN Channel 2 News of the first semester. I'm Scott Roberts.
And I'm Rachel Sisto.
Top story from over the winter break, crews finished construction inside the Conover Campus Center, taking out the former Market Deli and Zoka to make way for a new Subway restaurant.
It's a new day this semester at Hartford, the day of Subway. Construction was completed over the winter break, and the new Subway opened its doors for hungry students lining up to get a sandwich.
Subway's challenge to put 800 people through that line in a course of a day is a bit of a challenge, but we've started to level off now.
While the lines have been long, especially considering the restaurant stayed open throughout the snowstorm that canceled school for almost 2 days, Aramark is seeing a much better flow for diners.
I think that our customers are now having a better experience where they don't have to wait in line 20 minutes to get their sandwich, or to get up to the queue line where they can actually order their sandwich. So, you know, we're putting customers through every 30 seconds there when we have a line, which is well within the standards.
Out of all the renovations he's been a part of here at Hartford, Peksha says this one was by far the easiest.
The building wasn't a challenge from an environmental standpoint. The mechanicals were good. Subway's a great franchise to work with. They have all their systems in place. The contractor was great. We didn't have any hiccups at all.
And his go-to sandwich to order at Subway?
Spicy Italian I like, or I'll have the BMT. It all depends, but I can't eat there every day.
I'm more of a meatball marinara guy myself. Subway is open in Conover Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m., and on the weekends from 7 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. For more information, you can visit our website, stn2.tv.
Hartford student Anthony Mendez made a trip to the nation's capital on January 20th as Michelle Obama's guest for the President's State of the Union address. STN's Nicole Demars got a chance to listen to his story and how he got there.
An inspirational story with a remarkable outcome. Anthony Mendez is the epitome of resilience. At a young age, he was exposed to loss when his best friend was shot in 9th grade. The following year, his family was evicted and had to move to a homeless shelter hours away from his high school.
I had to commute 4 hours on the subway to just get to school. So I had to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, wake everybody up, make sure everybody was all right to go to school. So the whole commute was rough, because then after that, after school, I would have to practice and then go back all the way to Brooklyn.
Rather than letting his hardships drag him down, Mendez bounced back and joined a mentoring program his junior year. It was this program that brought him to the White House to meet Michelle Obama during his senior year of high school.
It was just 10 kids who like overcame obstacles in their high school career and how they like pushed forward and like persevered to make it into college. So that was like her Reach Higher initiative, and we were like part of that. So I felt blessed to be a part of that. So that was part of the reason why I got to go back to like the State of the Union.
Mendez got the call from the White House that he was invited to the State of the Union just one short week before the event. His favorite part about the trip was seeing another side of the President and the First Lady.
And it's funny to see them more as like a human being than just a First Lady. So having like a real connection with her and hearing her backstory is kind of amazing. So I'm glad I was able to go.
Nicole Demars, STN Channel 2 News.
Mendez is still in contact with the White House, and he plans to return there this summer for an internship to gain hands-on experience with American politics.
Starting Monday evening into Tuesday afternoon, the university was hit by Winter Storm Juno. The storm brought in about a foot of snow along with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts at times. The campus closed on Monday at 3 p.m. and remained closed all day Tuesday, with a delayed start to classes on Wednesday. Not a terrible amount of snow. They were expecting worse, and other places got it bad, but thankfully we weren't as bad.
So now we are going to send it over to Johnny Wade at the weather desk. Johnny, any more snow?
Well, after running with Snowstorm Juno and even more snow overnight to this morning, can we expect more snow? We'll find out after the break.
Thanks, Johnny. Now, coming up after the break, we take a look at the effect of Winter Storm Juno around the Northeast and see where they got the most snow.
Also, we went to find out what exactly happens when students fill out those student evaluations after each semester.
And later, we have the details on the Express to Success event put on by Career Services. Don't go anywhere. STN Channel 2 News will be right back after this.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And now, your STN2 weather forecast.
Welcome back to Weather Desk. I'm Johnny Wade. Students woke up to more snow this morning as a reminder that it still is winter, so let's take a look at this morning commute. And as you can see outside this morning when you were walking to classes, it was snowing, but it was kind of like a mixy kind of snow, so it was like kind of wet more, and it didn't stick to the ground as bad, so when you were walking to class, you didn't have to worry about slipping too badly, but you know, if you're gonna go there, you had to watch out. So let's move on now to our weather maps for tonight. As you can see, tonight is gonna be like around 12, 10-ish, you know, so you gotta watch out for the chilly winds though, because, you know, it's winter, so you gotta watch out for all of that. And move on to Saturday highs, which is be windy as well, but it's gonna be 24, so a little bit warmer, but you're still gonna need your coats, as, you know, to go outside. But let's move on to Saturday lows. As you can see, it's back to 19, warmer than tonight, but it's still gonna be chilly, but it's gonna be clearer, so if you plan to go outside with a coat, but stay warm. Moving to our 3-day, you can see are mostly cloudy with some snow tonight, and then Saturday is sunny, windy, and colder. And then Sunday is partly cloudy, colder at night with like a lows of 7, so you gotta be really careful with that, but you're probably gonna be inside anyway for the Super Bowl. Move on to our 7-day, which you see here is going to be, Friday is gonna be snowing, Saturday is good, Sunday partly cloudy, and then watch out for Monday, as it's gonna be more snow again, they say, with a lows of 2. That's really ridiculous. And you see Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is gonna be just, you know, sunny, so you gotta just go outside with a coat on for those days, but for most of it, just stay warm.
So I am going to be hibernating on Monday night because I do not want to deal with 2-degree weather. That's going to be ridiculous. You were absolutely right on that. So you were telling me earlier, not too bad where you are. You're up in Windsor, so not far from campus. Unfortunately, other places got hit pretty bad. Rachel, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, no, Winter Storm Juno did not just hit the Hartford area, as the whole Northeast saw lots of snow and wind. Massachusetts was one of the states hit hardest by the storm, with a record 36 inches in both Lunenburg and Auburn, with wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour. Boston received 26 inches, just 2 inches shy of their all-time record snowfall. Massachusetts was also dealing with coastal flooding in towns like Scituate and Marshfield after breaches in the Atlantic Sea wall. Other heavy hit areas include Rhode Island and eastern Long Island, both receiving just under 30 inches of snow.
Back to the news now. With the spring semester entering its 3rd week, faculty members are reflecting on the evaluations provided by their students from the previous semester. Newscast director Ashley Kaufman went to find out what happens once these forms are filled out and handed in.
Teacher evaluation forms are provided to students as a way to gather feedback on the instructors and the courses they are enrolled in.
Student evaluations of faculty is absolutely essential in higher education. You want a measure of quality control in the sense that first giving feedback to the faculty member from the students themselves. You know, the faculty I know take all this very seriously.
Once the forms are placed in the envelopes, they remain locked away until being distributed to faculty at the start of the next semester. According to English Department Chairman Robert Logan, students should be as descriptive and level-headed as possible while filling out the forms.
Students sort of get a fixed notion on what they're going to rate high and what they're going to rate low, and they're always the same, so that the learning for a teacher diminishes. I mean, I can tell you from my own class evaluations that they aren't as helpful as they might be. There's no constructive criticism. It's as if students want to get rid of the darn thing.
Full-time educators have the results given directly to them, while evaluations for part-time adjunct faculty members must be viewed by the head of their department. In addition to these evaluations, all faculty members are required to complete their own personal evaluations at the end of each semester. Ashley Kaufman, STN, Channel 2 News.
Students with additional thoughts or comments about a faculty member or a course they took last semester can visit the head of the specific department or the dean of their college.
Express to Success, a program that pairs students with employers in their field, is back once again this year, and STN's Joe Prinke sat down with the committee to find more.
Express to Success is a joint program with Career Services and Alumni Relations, geared towards students becoming more career ready and giving them the chance to experience the real world.
Ideally, it also gives our students an opportunity to sort of begin to meet some alumni and some friends of the university within a field that they're interested in.
The program is open to both sophomores and juniors in any field of study and allows students the chance to explore different career options that they may have not thought about before.
We've had students who've gone and thought when they went on their shadowing opportunity that they would really love the area that they shadowed, and when they go and shadow they realize it isn't at all what they thought it was. So they're enlightened about their career path in a way that they didn't expect to be.
And whether or not that's exactly what the student is interested in, we try to encourage the students to do something that they might not have thought their degree would get them.
In past years, students participating in the program have come back after their shadowing opportunity and said that it opened their eyes to what is out there in their field. One student, Michael Lee, said, "The alumni I shadowed with provided so much useful information and experience within the related work field, which allowed me to further my success in the future." And another student, Davidson Abiali, said, "I hope the Express to Success program continues on because any student who participates will leave with a bigger outlook on what exactly he or she could do in their careers." Joe Prinke, STN, Channel 2 News.
The deadline to apply for the Express to Success program is coming up soon. Applications are due Monday, February 2nd. For the link to apply and for more information, you can visit our website at stn2.tv.
It's a new semester, looking for something to do? Join the world of television and join too. Whether you're interested in producing, advertising, engineering, reporting, photography, directing, graphic design, or sports, we have it all. Stop by our office in Jengris Room 120G and try it out. Coming up, the Foot in the Door Ensemble is performing at a music festival in Iceland. We have the details.
Plus, the Hart School is putting on the opera The Magic Flute. Find out more here.
And with the Super Bowl just 2 days away, we went to find out what the university is going to do to deal with this big event. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Make Super Pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
You're watching STN Channel 2 News.
Well, if you have an idea for a story you'd like us to investigate or an event we should cover, tell too. You can send us an email at tips@stn2.tv or you can submit a tip through text message at 860-631-STN2. Also, get all of your campus news updates by following us on Twitter at twitter.com/STN2.
The Hart School's contemporary music ensemble, Foot in the Door, has been invited to play at the Dark Music Days Festival in Iceland on January 31st and February 1st. Dark Music Days is a prestigious traditional festival that few artists are invited to in order to showcase their talent in contemporary music. Foot in the Door will perform 2 concerts while in Iceland, featuring new works by both Hart faculty and students. In addition to the concerts, Hart faculty will also offer master classes and lessons to students from the Iceland Academy of Arts.
Well, the Hart School held its opening night for the opera The Magic Flute on Thursday, January 29th. Additional performances are scheduled for this weekend, January 30th and 31st, as well as February 1st. STN senior producer Kim Bigelow has more.
With a cast made up entirely of Hart School undergraduates and an orchestra of all Hart students, the Hart School's production of The Magic Flute is aiming to please audiences of all ages.
Essentially, The Magic Flute is the story of a man's journey toward obtaining enlightenment and love. It's also a challenge to us because it shows the dichotomy between the world of light and dark, between truth and deception, and between love and hate. It's all of these different forces in nature and in man competing.
The Magic Flute is a Singspiel, which according to Kozlov is a form of opera that contains both spoken dialogue and singing. Now, because there's such a wide range of voices, the Hart School will project the lyrics above the stage so they're easily understandable to those in the audience. The opera incorporates many interesting characters, with some roles having been triple casted.
We've all had a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, really putting our all into this work because it's really special to all of us.
I really want people to enjoy the music, first of all, because the music is awesome. It's Mozart, so it's really classic, and it's a lot of pieces that I think people will have heard before, but they won't know what it's from. And I just hope they enjoy the comedy of it too, because there's lots of parts that are super fun, and it's, there's a love story, so I just hope people enjoy it.
Kim Bigelow, STN, Channel 2 News.
Tickets for the Magic Flute are free for UHart students, faculty, and staff with a valid email address. For additional costs, dates, times, and to order tickets, you can go to hartweb.hartford.edu.
On Saturday, January 31st, the men's basketball team will be hosting a music and memory iPod drive. Starting at 2 p.m. in the Chase Family Arena, students can drop off new and used iPods, including ones with cracked screens or dead batteries. And for each item donated, participants will receive a raffle ticket for a chance to win a $500 Apple gift card. All donations are for the Hebrew Healthcare Dementia Program to help improve the well-being for patients.
Well, Sunday is a big day across the country. Whether you're cheering for the Patriots or the Seahawks, or if you're just watching for the commercials, almost everyone in America will be watching the Super Bowl. In the past, students have gotten a little carried away during major sporting events. So with one of the teams in this year's Super Bowl being regional favorite New England Patriots, public safety will be on patrol after the game to make sure no one gets out of hand.
Know where the parties are, in Super Bowl ends, be highly visible, that type of stuff. But, there really isn't a whole lot you can do beyond that, because we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to go out banging on doors looking for parties.
In 2012, several campus dumpsters were set ablaze after the New York Giants beat the Patriots 21-17. However, Director of Public Safety John Schmaltz says that type of behavior is not normal for this campus.
Outside of that, it was more of an aberration because I think that was the only one, and that was more of a unique one because it was New York and New England, so you had student bodies kind of, quite a few outside of the Connecticut residents come from New York, New Jersey, and a good portion from Massachusetts.
While public safety has called in the Hartford Fire Department in the past to spray down dumpsters and prevent fires, Schmaltz says that in the winter these sprayed dumpsters would freeze and become a safety hazard. He also says that public safety would like students to police themselves and each other.
We can't have an officer assigned to every dumpster or every quad or every party, so that was good community relations, and like I said, the students policing themselves to not to light dumpsters on fires and endanger people.
Director Schmaltz encourages anyone on campus who sees any suspicious behavior report it to public safety, and they remind everyone that all callers can remain anonymous.
So we're going to toss it over to sports now, and I think Rachel and we might be a little bit biased when it comes to the Super Bowl this weekend. I'm not entirely sure but Alex, we'll send it to you. Who you got?
You know, I got the Seahawks, so sorry, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Test. I'm Alex Young. Coming up, we got the results from the men's and women's basketball games that took place this week, as well as all the sports stories you missed over the break. So stay right here, because sports is next.
Town of Elmira, New York. A boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
A runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And now, your Channel 2 Sports.
And welcome back. Now, the men's basketball team has been 5-4 since the break, with their 2 most recent results ending in losses. Did they finally get a win against Stony Brook on Wednesday? Let's take a look at the board. The Hawks just come up just short, losing 72-66, extending their losing streak to now 3 games. Taylor Dyson had a solid game, finishing with a team-high 15 points and 4 rebounds. Marco Kama came so close to the 1,500 career point mark, finishing with 1,499 points as his stat line finished with just 10 points and 4 boards. For Stony Brook, Ronald Naima shot lights out, shooting 5 of 8 from the floor with 3 threes, finishing with 22 points and grabbing 5 rebs. Carson Peorfoy also had himself a game, finishing with 13 points and 3 dimes. Next up for the men is a match up against Vermont at home on Saturday. Now it's time to take a look at the standings in the America East for the men. Albany sits at the top spot with his impressive 8-0 record. Next up is Stony Brook, who moved up to the 2 spot at 6-2. Vermont is also shared for second, also at 6-2. New Hampshire is in the 4th spot at 5-3. Hartford falls from the 4th spot to the 5th spot after their recent loss and sit at 4-4. UMass Lowell is in the 6th seed with a 3-5 record. Bingham is trying to turn their season around as they are at 2-6 and in the 7th spot. UMBC, and Maine are tied in dead last at a disappointing 1-7. Now some good news for the men's basketball team. Star guard for the Hawks, Yolanda Moore, achieved a very difficult milestone as he hit the 1,000 career point mark against UMBC last week. Moore hit his 1,000th point after a free throw that put his team up 62-58 in the final seconds of the game. He finished the game against the Retrievers with 7 points and 5 assists. Moore became one of the 25 members of the Red and White 1,000-point club. Now on to women's basketball. The women have been trying to even out the record as they are currently 10-11 overall. The Lady Hawks have lost 2 straight heading into the game against Stony Brook on Thursday. Did they finally get a W? Let's take a look at the scoreboard. And the Lady Hawks pull off the close win 60-58. Amber Bebka has been stellar as of late, finishing with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Deanna Meza, who was recently rated as the 26th best point guard in the nation, had a solid outing with 13 points and 7 assists. For the Seawolves, Corey Walker-Bain ended the game with 11 points and 7 assists. Sabrae Proctor also had herself a nice game, ending with 7 buckets and 6 boards. Next up for the ladies is a game at home against Vermont on Sunday. Now to take a look at the women's standings. Albany has been dominating this year, taking the top spot with an 8-0 record. Maine has also been playing great, holding the 2nd seed at 7-1. New Hampshire holds the 3rd spot at 6-2. Hartford moves up to the 4th spot after their recent win. Stony Brook falls to an even 4-4, and in the 5th spot, Binghamton is in the 6th seed at 2-6. Poor UMBC and Vermont fill out the standings in the 7th and 8th spot. Now with the win over Stony Brook, Coach Jennifer Rosati won her 300th career game at the helm of the women's basketball team. Rosati became the head coach of the Lady Hawks in 1999 and led her team to 3 America East regular season titles and to 4 America East championships. She was also named America East Coach of the Year in 2006, 2007, and 2010, and was selected as the USA Basketball National Coach of the Year in 2011. One of her great achievements, however, occurred in June 2013 as she was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. With this milestone, she now has the most wins in Harvard Hawk history. Redshirt junior Katie Roth recently announced that she had decided to end her Hartford playing career. This comes after yet another injury that occurred recently. Roth was a two-time captain for the Lady Hawks and will finish her career with 184 points and 104 rebounds in just 37 games. She was also named to the America East All-Rookie Team in 2012-2013. Roth has been a member of the America East honor roll in the 3 seasons of work. Katie will finish out her season as a student assistant for the Hawks. It's just been raining milestones here, as yet a milestone accomplished in basketball, as this time Amber Bebko also achieved the 1,000-point mark for the Lady Hawks. Her achievement came after a three-pointer early in the first half against UMBC last week. She finished the game with a team-high 17 points and 7 boards to lead her team to a 70-63 victory. Amber became only the 15th member of the 1,000-point club. She is the first Hawk to achieve this since Daphne Elliott and Ruthie Dewady crossed the plateau in the 2012-2013 season. It's now time to move away from all the college sports and dive into the world of professional sports. You know what time it is? It is time to take a pause for the pros. Racing legend Jeff Gordon announced his retirement from full-time racing this week. Gordon easily became one of the faces of NASCAR as he dominated the racetrack, finishing with 58 victories before his 30th birthday. Jeff is third in career victories all time at 92, won 3 Daytona 500s, and has a record 5 Brickyard victories, including a win in last year's race. Gordon has won at every single track on the Sprint Cup circuit except Kentucky Speedway. He plans to finish out the season, and then after, he will call it a career. NASCAR will truly miss this iconic man. Another scandal surfaced in the NFL, this time taking place in the AFC Championship game between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Supposedly, the pass deflated the ball during the game. According to the NFL, it was discovered that 11 of the 12 footballs used in the game are underdeflated by at least 2 pounds of pressure in the game. This has caused a lot of commotion heading into the Super Bowl because fans and players alike feel that the Patriots had an unfair advantage to make it to the big game. This incident is still under investigation, and no fines or suspensions have been given out. And now the teams for the Super Bowl have been determined, and we know this one's going to be a good one. The defending champion Seattle Seahawks will hope to go back-to-back against the AFC champs, New England Patriots. Russell Wilson is looking to become the first quarterback in history to win his 2nd Super Bowl in his first 3 seasons in the league. Tom Brady is looking to win his 4th Super Bowl and hit his 6th appearance in the big game. Seattle Legion of Boom is hoping to try to stop the high-powered Pats offense that can put up big numbers early. This exciting matchup will be hosted at University of Phoenix Stadium on Sunday, February 1st. Now it's time to take a look at the upcoming games on campus. The men's basketball team will be facing Vermont at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Also, the Lady Hawks will be taking on the Catamounts on Sunday at 2 as well. So go out and support your Hawks.
It might be the better Patriots fan in me, but I really don't want to talk to Alex right now after that whole Deflategate thing. I want to hear you. I'll give you the floor, though. I want to hear your reasoning behind, and I'm sure Rachel does too, why you think the Seahawks are going to win.
I think that their defense has just been unstoppable in the playoffs. You know, their offense has been a little bit shaky, but I feel that now they had a couple weeks to prepare. They're going to offense back on track. Their defense is still very solid. I think they're going to find a way to get to Brady. They're going to try to pick him off as many times as they can. They have Richard Sherman out there, so I think it's going to be a very exciting game. And I think the Seahawks are just going to pull through just at the very end. A 4th-quarter drive.
Well, you got to look into Tom Brady and his 4th-quarter drives. You know, that first Super Bowl, 2 minutes, that was a nice little drive there by the Patriots. So, I mean, you got men's game on Saturday, women's game on Sunday. Super Bowl is like 6:30 or something. Yeah, it's jam-packed weekend of sports.
Yeah, it's very jam-packed.
Producer Brendan Madonia just came in my ear and said the Puppy Bowl. So I guess if you're not into basketball, go watch the puppies. Why not, right? I guess. Johnny, puppies. Puppies. What's the weather going to be looking like for the weekend?
Like I said before, it's going to be really chilly, you know, but there's no chance of snow, at least in the forecast of yet. So if you want to go outside, you can, but most people are probably going to be inside for the parties, you know. Yeah, I'm going to be. I know that for a fact.
Anything you're looking forward to for the Super Bowl?
You know, I'm just going to, you know, as I'm kind of a Patriots fan by association. I'm from New Hampshire. I kind of have to be.
Yeah, you do.
But I'm not super well versed in football and how, but I will watch it and we'll see how it goes. I do stand behind the Patriots.
Yeah, we'll see commercials, Katy Perry. Should be good. So we'll be back next Friday. I'm Scott Roberts.
I'm Rachel Sisto.
Have a good night.